Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We are here on Tournament Galaxy, but unfortunately this is not the Hall of Fame game that you guys came for. It will be coming very soon, so do stick around. That doesn't mean you need to click off the video, alright? Chill out. We don't need to click off the video. It's coming soon, just relax. I just wanted to preface the video by saying, one, this is a dual cast, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. It's a dual cast with Sybert, so, you know, if this does go down well, hopefully I'll be able to get Sybert on for some more of these types of casts, these type of dual casts, and that is why I actually have some of his graphics in this video. I haven't stolen them, you know, I'm not a thief. He has given me them for these casts that I have done with him in the recent days, so don't accuse me of being a thief, please. That's all I ask. But no, I really do hope you guys enjoy this this cast with Sybert. New Hall of Fame game, Bonu versus d.Dackel from 2010, by the way. Very old replay. Anyway, I won't make you wait any longer. Let's get straight into it.
You are victorious.
Welcome back, everybody, to another Kane's Wrath Hall of Fame cast. We are now on the map Tournament Decision. In the top right-hand corner of the map as the green GDI, we have Bonu.
And of course, that means in the bottom left-hand corner as the pink GDI, this is Dackel.
Yes, welcome, Sybert,
d.Dackel.
to the Hall of Fame series.
Thank you, thank you. I'm excited to be inducted into the Hall of Fame as an observer.
Absolutely.
As a watcher.
Yes. Hall of Fame casters.
That's the series you'll do after you finish with Hall of Fame players and games.
Yeah, well, we've got to go through a few. We got to get you, maybe GZ, Spartacus. I don't know any of the old ones.
I don't know if you can get Spartacus away from his family and his job to do that.
Well, we'll try our best. Yeah, so a GDI
So
mirror.
a GDI mirror.
Tournament decision.
Wow, look at us. We're so in sync.
I know.
But yeah, GDI mirror on 1.02. This feels a little bit foreign because I'm so used to 1.02 plus or even 103. But 1.02, you got the bad harvesters, you got all kinds of weirdness. Not a lot of weirdness with the GDI vanilla faction though.
No, that's the good thing, is that this is actually a matchup, or a faction that's pretty well unaffected in the bugs department. I don't think there's many bugs that GDI had to deal with at this stage at all, really, is there?
No, and I mean, with the changes coming in R20, there are going to be some changes to the game overall, but yeah, I feel like GDI back then has been relatively consistent, so I feel like it's gonna look somewhat normal. It'll just be what was the meta of the day. Like, for example, Dackel moving his MCV on 2 refineries. We'll see if he does the old sneaky unpack halfway through. But 2 refineries on this field is a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got to mention, this is 2010, so this is a old replay. I think it's the oldest one I've done so far. So, you know, 13 years ago, the game may have looked quite a bit different. But Bonu, he's gone the triple refinery. Dackel's going for a tier 2.
Ooh. A curious choice indeed. Yeah, 3 refineries. He gets the scan immediately. So if Bonus is paying attention, he'll realize that, oh, that scan came down, which means he's got the command post, which means he possibly didn't go 3rd refinery. The airfield is up as well. And I don't know, this is a welcome surprise, to be sure.
Double airfield as well, and Bonu gets a scan on it straight away, so he knows it's coming. He just dropped his tier 2, dropped the radar scan, and he sees double airfield from Dackel, so he knows it's coming.
His response is going to be an airfield of his own, but of course he does have those 3 refineries, so I feel like Bonus, he is well set up. He got the scout as quickly as he could. He got the double spike at the beginning of the game. He got the 3rd refinery a lot faster. It's going to be feeling good for Bonus.
It's just as long as he doesn't let these orcas do too much damage. He's got pit bulls. He's already dropping AA batteries. I mean, realistically, he should be fine here, but orcas are slippery sometimes.
Oh man, this is so many pit bulls. Orcas claim 1 pit bull. D.Dackel spending a lot of time and a lot of rockets just firing at those pit bulls because he can't get close to the harvesters without basically sacrificing everything.
Yeah, now you can actually see that Bonus has his own orcas that are now going across the field as well. So, I mean, this is quite a typical thing you will see on a map like Tournament Decision. There's so much terrain, aircraft can really dominate on a map like this.
I do love that we started out with D.Dackel going for this, not exactly an Orca rush, but a pretty quick double Orca. And then Bonus has now transitioned into that, and so they are mirroring each other in cutesy ways. But in the end, maybe one player will actually sneak through and do some damage, like these pit bulls finding D.Dackel's MCV in the south, getting it down below half health. That MCV so low, but Bonus leaves it alive. The MCV might even escape. D.Dackel will have time to deploy, but no, he doesn't give the command, and the MCV goes down. Are you kidding?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he does have a crane, so he was looking to try and go for a fast expansion, so he's not lost his build, but he had a lot of time there to deploy that, and he's just, I don't know, I'm not sure if it was the terrain or who knows, but these orcas are now starting to pick off some predator tanks. He does lose 1 orca there, Bonus Roo, but I mean, he'll be happy. Bonus Roo will be absolutely pumping because, I mean, he's also set up an expansion in the south, and he's prevented D.Dackel from moving down there.
Now, I'm a little bit familiar with Bonus as a player, but only from definitely like the post-2010 era, from, I don't know, 2014 and on. So maybe back in the day, Bonus and D.Dackel was a bit of a mismatch, and like Bonus is the underdog, so this is an amazing game. But yeah, Bonus just got an amazing kill on D.Dackel, and I feel like, you know, D.Dackel's got this great Predator tank rocket Orca army, but if that doesn't do anything, he's going to be so far behind.
Yeah, and what's interesting from him here is he hasn't actually gone back for an MCV yet. He's still producing APCs. He hasn't gone for AP ammo, but he has got that composite armor on his infantry. And look at this rifle spam from Bonus on defense.
Double barracks rifle spam. He's still got those AA batteries keeping those orcas away, but D.Dackel is going to be creating a little bit of chaos here. He will be jumping on a harvester in the natural expansion, cleans up 1 harvester, will lose the orcas for it as APCs and rockets from D.Dackel assault the south side of Bonus's expansion. Bonus might be able to hold this off, but he's going to pay the price with these pit bulls.
And look at this, D.Dackel's just hitting him from every side at the same time. He's got forces in the north, he's got forces in the middle of the map, and now he's got this force on the south as well. So Bonus are kind of being pulled in every direction right now. And D.Dackel's going to...
But he's holding.
He's going to be able to take out this refinery, though, and then his MCV will be under threat here as well.
Yeah, Bonus has now gotten the natural expansion basically surrounded. D.Dackel coming through the middle. Bonus is holding off in the north, and he did manage to snipe some harvesters on the D.Dackel side of the map. But yeah, D.Dackel is pushing in through this natural. This MCV is going to be under threat, and there might not really be anything that Bonus can do to stop D.Dackel.
Yeah, his forces are completely out of position now. He's got to focus fire. He's killing harvesters and focusing on watchtowers. He's got to focus fire here, D.Dackel, and he definitely could get this MCV. He's also been able to reproduce his MCV. He's got that sitting there in the south idle, so he'll want to get that set up as quickly as he can. And the laser fence will come down, which adds a lot of HP to that MCV for Bonus Roo.
And that is the laser fence where the bonus stays forever. It's not the new laser fence, the modification where it disappears. But the MCV is still holding on to dear life. Bonus with maximum reinforcements now coming in from the fight that he won in the north. D.Dackel is starting to run out of steam, and that Conyard is still at 50% health. Pitbulls, rockets, and APCs just haven't been enough, and I cannot believe that Bonus held on against that onslaught of D.Dackel.
Yeah, he's done quite a good job because he was getting hit from 3 fronts at once, but the issue is now he has no expansion set up. But neither does D.Dackel. So this is going to get into a really ugly game really quickly now because both players are sort of starved out of Tiberium.
It went from a very normal-looking opener into this pure chaos double airfield almost on both sides into an almost base trade. But yeah, it's a full reset of the economy from both players. The MCVs are at the natural expansion, and that's basically the only thing that they've got. All of these Orcas on the bonus side get cleaned up. 2 Orcas escape barely there. And yeah, both players have just been thrown into pure chaos and now are rebuilding almost from step 1.
Something to note is that both players are neglecting AP ammo. They've both sold off their tier 2s, so maybe back in 2010 they didn't know just how powerful AP ammo could be, because you look at the units that they're using, lots of rifles, lots of APCs in particular. I mean, AP ammo here would be really good against this much infantry.
Plus the watchtowers, and the funny thing is they have comp armor on the infantry for both sides, so they've got some infantry upgrades, but they're neglecting AP ammo.
Yeah, I mean, this arguably the strongest, nowadays, the strongest upgrade in GDI's arsenal, in terms of just, it's at a tier 2, it's so cost effective, upgrades some of your most vital units, the Hammerhead, the APC, and of course the Watchtower. And yeah, they're both just sort of in this awkward standoff now where they've both got these infantry squads that can't be killed.
I also love that they've both congregated in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. They've both left that top left field completely open. And with their last breaths, they have brought their armies and their forces down here to the bottom right-hand side, and they're fighting this out over, like, these 2 mini fields with the Orca strikes coming in both directions. If one player could sneak out and send a bunch of harvesters, I mean, they both lost a ton of harvesters, but if they could have snuck out an expansion up in that top left, they would be well set.
It's always a cheeky game of cat and mouse you can try and play to get a surveyor up there. That Shatterer tank, by the way, could be really clutch. If there's going to be no AP ammo, a unit like a Shatterer tank can rip through GDI infantry as well. Again, both players, they have a tier 2. They can build AP ammo.
Another harvester for Bonus goes down. d.Dackel and Bonus have both been so active with their Orcas. Not only the Orca strike support power, but just keeping that one airfield with Orcas doing something. Bonus was sneaking some kills over the ridge a little while ago. d.Dackel doing the same moments ago now. And yeah, that Shatterer, d.Dackel doing a really good job of keeping the Shatterer alive, firing off a couple of shots, and then backing up, getting repairs, and getting value for that Shatterer. The Watchtower lines draw ever closer.
And look, I've done a quick harvester count. Bonus Roo has 4. This is a big fight here. Sonic emitter. That Shatterer will go down. The rifle squads are actually doing quite a good job against d.Dackel's infantry. This rifle spam sort of starting to pay off here against this infantry that d.Dackel has. I mean, even without AP ammo, rifles apparently do quite a good job.
Bonus just distracting everything that d.Dackel has with pure numbers. Way up in the north, a couple of Orcas sneaking through the defense of Bonus, and he's going to be killing off power plants, upgraded power plants, sending Bonus into low power mode. Just barely the MCV unpacking was enough to clear him of that low power mode, and that Rifleman army, which got Bonus through the last fight, has now thinned out so much. He's only got a couple of rockets left over, a Predator tank, and now a Juggernaut! He's got a Juggernaut on the front lines!
Yeah, well, this is an issue now because there's no tech for d.Dackel, but we can see on the back line, he's actually gone for a second airfield again, so he's going to go for the air instead of the tech. So this is
he's got 6 Orcas.
It's a gamble because, I mean, although there's not much anti-air left here, there is a few pitbulls in the tip field protecting the harvesters for Bonus Roo. But in terms of protecting that army, there's only a few rocket squads to protect that Juggernaut. And here come the Orcas. They probably will get this Juggernaut straight away. Not even a chance. The pitbulls are going to try and respond. They might get one Orca. Sonic emitter comes down now as well, but that'll get focused down. Those Orcas definitely paying for themselves there.
Reducing the active army of Bonus back down to tier 1 units, basically. He did manage to sneak out another Juggernaut, and the Orcas are swinging around the north side of the ridge. There's the scan. They're looking for the harvesters. They're going to be able to find one big burst to kill off one harvester, but other than that, the Orcas escape with a single loss. The War Factory gets sold off. d.Dackel, his front line is crumbling, and he hasn't killed that second Juggernaut.
As we were talking about earlier, this top left-hand field, we can actually see d.Dackel has snuck a surveyor up there, and even if he loses this position, he does still have a crane back at his main base, so if that MCV falls, he is not out of build. And a mass sell-off there from Bonus. It looks like he's going to try and... Maybe he thinks he can end the game with one final push here, so he's going to go into a mass infantry transition. But he'll be shocked to know that there is going to be more on the way, because d.Dackel is going to establish himself in the top left-hand corner, you would imagine.
And just like when Bonus put the laser fence on his MCV and it saved his expansion, this MCV is buying so much time for d.Dackel. He's getting just wasting time for Bonus to get that expansion in the north back up and running. And technically, Bonus still has to deal with a little bit of this base down here in the south, so just buying more time for d.Dackel.
And d.Dackel's trying to find a way in with these Orcas again. Interesting to note, Bonus has 2 harvesters left, so his economy is in tatters. And, I mean, if d.Dackel's able to establish himself on that top field, he's going to power. Another harvester goes down as well.
The Juggernaut does survive the onslaught. Bonus moving forward. He's going for the tip spike capture, and he will be able to grab that away from d.Dackel, it seems. He's going to take control of this field. I'm actually kind of surprised he doesn't engineer cap that refinery just so he has that point, but I guess he literally doesn't have enough harvesters for it.
That last upgraded power plant, will it go down? Yeah, it does go down, so does he does have one more power plant. He sold off his tier 3 as well, so he's de-teched himself back to tier 1. And it's more infantry from d.Dackel.
He had for a moment double airfield, double barracks, 15 minutes into this game. Orcas sneaking. Oh, they don't actually get the kill on the Juggernaut.
Oh.
That would have been great if he could have killed off those 2 Juggernauts with the Orcas.
He must be completely out of ammo, because they are literally like 2 rockets away from death, both of them. There is actually an engineer accompanying this army, so if one Juggernaut does fall, he will be able to instantly reclaim that. But again, 2010, AP ammo, not a thing. Who knows?
Yeah, the number of watchtowers that have been like the critical last line of defense, AP ammo would have been so useful. Juggernaut does go down. Engineer immediately sent to the front lines to reclaim it. And there is 2 engineers now, so he will still have a backup engineer once these Orcas come in. And I have to imagine the Orcas are going to come in and go for harvesters or Juggernauts.
Yeah, the harvesters is what I'd be looking at, because he should know, like, he's not got many left, Bonus. He's only got 1 on each of those Tiberium fields, and he's going to go straight for it. The rocket squads get distracted by the Orca strike, so he can move in, and he only loses 1 Orca. That's a really good play there from d.Dackel.
That was like perfect timing from d.Dackel. There are pit bulls on the other side of that expansion. Bonus should have something in the back of his mind telling him, why is this guy not dead? And it should be indicating, oh yeah, he does it. He actually, Bonus, has a pit bull up in the north harassing these harvesters. He knows about the expansion. He knows that this is d.Dackel's lifeline, and he's keeping his army moving forward. He loses another Juggernaut. Those Orcas always on the edges of the fight, always ready to strike, and they might find another harvester back at the expansion. Cleans that up. No harvesters, I think, for Bonus.
I think you're right. I think he's completely out of harvesters. He does reclaim that Juggernaut now, though. But this infantry, there's rifles here, and Bonus, the man who started with the rifle spam, he's actually running out. He's building more rifles now. But he's just going to hold this off with infantry, and once he thins the herd of infantry that Bonus has, he'll be able to just kill the Juggernauts with the Orcas. Although he's going to get one for free here, being left behind by the infantry. d.Dackel's able to claim that. He's even going to go and try and get the second one. Will he be able to get the second one as well? He does.
Fights in the north, fights in the south. As the infantry fight, the pit bulls take down these harvesters in the north. The Orcas are going to swing in to save the harvesters from the pit bulls. The infantry army of d.Dackel will succumb to the superior firepower of Bonus, and Bonus keeps the front line moving forward, but d.Dackel's harvesters in the north are mostly safe. I say that as another pit bull gets another kill.
I'd say Bonus hasn't got enough money for a refinery, so this is pretty much all he's going to have for the rest of the game. But d.Dackel doesn't have many units.
He does at least have 2 tip spikes, so as long as he does damage to reset d.Dackel.
Well, the Grenadier, the
This is
Shatterer. But
Such a bloody fight between these two.
he's still not getting AP ammo, but that's not really I think that's a given at this point, but he's only got a barracks, and he's going to lose his crane. I mean, I don't know, has he captured the crane? I saw an engineer in there. Has he captured it? I'm confused. Is it still under, like, why isn't he killing it?
And he got out another airfield. I thought he was going for a war factory, so, oh my gosh, this one Grenadier has now gone double vet. It has cleaned up so much of this infantry army. Finally, Bonus will deal with that Grenadier. That Grenadier doing untold amounts of damage to Bonus. The crane is still active. d.Dackel has had an opportunity to get out a war factory.
And
he won't be able to.
He's got a hero Orca as well now. So he had an elite Grenadier. Have you ever seen a Grenadier possibly? He may have won the game because of a Grenadier. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And now he has a hero Orca, which is definitely going to just go and snipe that Juggernaut. Bonus.
Oh
no,
my
he
gosh.
has nothing.
d.Dackel behind this is going zone heads. The late game 20-minute zone head switch up where you've got almost no options left, but he managed to get out tier 3. He managed to get out an airfield.
I must admit, that's a really weird choice when you've only got to fight infantry. Wouldn't you just go hammerheads and rifles? But, I mean, hey, d.Dackel, maybe he's that worried about the Juggernaut. I mean, that's Star Orca, though. That's such a lovely unit. You don't see Orcas very often in games anymore, and to see one get heroic as well, that's pretty impressive.
There almost isn't much for the Orca to even shoot at anymore. It's like you got the Juggernaut and then an MCV and a barracks, and that's basically it for that Orca to even hit. All right, Bonus is ready to rumble, and that Orca down there wasting its shots against infantry. Juggernaut is here. Airfield getting targeted. Barracks gets sold off, so that's the end of production. What you see is what you get with d.Dackel. He is down to the last wires. He's going to have to pull these harvesters and go for the crush.
Yeah, definitely, and that's exactly what he does. He goes for it straight away. He knows that this is all, the Orca has seen that this is all that Bonus Rue has, so he's going to go for the big crush with the help of the Hammerheads, and I think he should be able to deal with all of this. The Zone Heads will kill the Juggernaut, the Harvesters with the crush, and I think d.Dackel has done enough to hold this off.
Oh, that's going to be it. The Engineer is maybe the last hope, but no. The Engineer gets sniped as well. Bonus has been defeated. The GG gets called. What a crazy game between these two. d.Dackel and Bonus do not disappoint.
That was really fun to watch. I mean, a GDI mirror, and I mean, you would never see a game like that today. It would be a lot different, and that was just really cool. The Orca harassment was really good. The Orca strike from d.Dackel so he could snipe that Harvester, distract all the rocket squad, snipe the Harvester. That was brilliant. And then a heroic Orca, and then that Grenadier. I mean, I don't know about you, Sybert, but I don't think I've ever seen a Grenadier win a game for a player in my Kane's Wrath life.
That's one of those things that even in the 15 years of Kane's Wrath history that we're currently at, is like, oh yeah, Grenadiers, sometimes they're really good. Most of the time, people don't even bother to build them. But every once in a while, they basically win a game. I cannot believe that. And AP ammo! If he had AP ammo, he would have been able to kill that Grenadier so much more quickly. It all comes back to the AP ammo, apparently.
It all comes back to the AP ammo. Even at the end, the last fight, Hammerheads, no AP ammo. But hey, d.Dackel gets the win in the end. Bonus Rue, I mean, he put up a good show for us, didn't he? So we'll be happy with that. Thank everyone for watching. Thank you, Sybert, for joining me and joining the series. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. It was fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. I'm glad. It's always good to have you. So thank you, everyone, for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.